Well, you know that if you want to spend a little extra time, if the show was not long enough. How's it? I think it is time to relax. Oh, you're still hanging around. I thought everybody else was going back to their rooms. Caro, come now. Tis only me. Is there something eating await you? The show was long, see. It is tiring. It has been a long tour. Quite close to the end of it. It's okay to be tired. And you have been doing such a good job. I'm incredibly proud of you. Happy to have you as one of my ghouls. Perhaps I do not appreciate you enough, see, or at least show you that I do. I was going back to my room. One has to relax, you know. Perhaps you could be convinced to join me. Well, I know you're tired, that's the point. I was coming off as... I do apologize. I cannot seem to help it. Especially not when it's such a handsome... Am I embarrassing you? It is surely not my intent. Would you like to come back to my room for rest? Let Papa help you. I think that was a nod of the head, so I am taking it as a yes. Do you mind if I grab your hand? Pull you along so you know where you're going? We seem a little bit, well, shy if I didn't know any better. I'm not being put out by this. Though I have been known to put out. Come on. You could at least pity laugh. Well, what do you think? Not a bad room, right? It is probably a little bigger, grander than yours. The hotel has been very kind. Anyway, what can Papa do for you? It is a great importance of mine that all of my ghouls and sisters, brothers, followers feel supported loved. And you've been working incredibly hard. I hope you weren't trying to impress anyone in particular. Because you know, you don't have to work extra hard to do that. What do you say? What would relax you? I have a mini fridge, or I think they offer massages here if you would like me to call someone up, or I could do it. Okay, or not. Or television, or just some peace and quiet. Company. If you want to take a nap, feel free. The bed is almost ridiculously large. Plenty of room for activities. Which are all optional, by the way. There is no coming into my rooms do not mean that you have to agree to anything you don't want to do. I have no expectations. Desires, yes, but not expectations. So, do you actually know how to relax? Do they teach you these things? You're standing there all stiff. You can kick off your shoes, take the mask off if you want. I certainly wouldn't complain. I never really know if that is a rule for you lot. But surely you must be warm in all of that black. I won't tell anyone what you look like if that is concerned. Disappoint me? Oh, Tesoro, no. May I? Pull the cowl back. Oh, poor thing. I see why we must keep the mask on you. Well, the audience wouldn't even be able to look or listen to me. They would be too captivated. Look at you. My pretty little Ghoul. Will you come sit with me on the bed? You could take this shirt, jacket off. I'm not asking you to strip down, though I would not stop you. Shoes off. Just let your muscles relax. I do not mind teaching, so why don't you lay down, head in lap, and just breathe, focus on my hands, on your head, running down your back. If you are okay with me touching you, I guarantee they will not wander anywhere else without your permission. Consent is the most important thing that I preach. One of the most. Being comfortable. Having consent. Loving oneself. Knowing that you are cared about. Whatever environment you were raised in. There is always a place for everybody, no matter human or ghoul, man or woman, or any other gender. Whoever you love, if you do not feel attraction at all, whatever pains you are in, mental, physical, we celebrate that everyone is different here. That is what makes us special. It would be terribly boring if we were all the same. And I try to pride myself on being approachable. So if you find yourself needing comfort or a little respite, you know you can come to me. I do try my best to be, I hope this is enjoyable. If you're uncomfortable, you can leave. Ah, I see. Are we a little embarrassed? You do not need to be. You're quite adorable, stumbling over your words. Prego. You know, as Papa, I am not meant to have favorites. Not in my followers, and definitely not in the ghouls. But, if you promise not to tell anyone, I do find myself having a fondness for you that is greater than that of the others. And I do feel quite a little emotional even at being trusted enough to have you like this, relaxing and getting comfortable with me, removing your mask. Let me see this pretty face, little horns. And I hope you do know that my offers of more than comfort, they are always sincere. I do not flirt with anyone I am not interested in. I just happen to be interested in many people. But you are something special. if you ever need a better way, more effective way, I would say, to wind it down. Tie you out. Then, my bed is always open. But if you want to take a nap, you're more than welcome to. I do have a post-show self-care routine, but I can go get on with that while you have a sleep. I won't leave the room. I'll be here. Papa's not going anywhere. Alright. Well, shuffle onto the pillows then. I could have more sent up if you're not comfy. Okay. Oh, and more. If this is to be a regular occurrence, which I hope, when we are like this, alone, feel free to call me Terzo. May I kiss you? Sweet dreams, little Ghoul. I'll be here when you wake. Matter. What the... Hey, tesoro. What's going on? It's clearly not nothing. I'm too much asleep for this. No. Give me a moment. Right. What happened? You're trembling. Caro. You're not getting shy on me, are you? Come here. Come to Papa. Don't make me pout. I'll do it. Please. Per favore. Well, I won't force you, but I think perhaps you are being stubborn. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's quite a sight to see you trembling in my bed. That did not get the reaction out of you I hoped. Alright, up we go. Let's get a look at you. Stop squirming. Well, I appreciate the thought of you not wanting to wake me up, but I am clearly already awake now, so stop worrying about that. Can you look at me? I'm gonna keep shuffling closer. You don't have to look at me, you can let me squeeze you down against my chest. I can rest my chin on your head. Yes, I am tall enough, thank you. So somebody's not too far gone. What is wrong? Don't say nothing. You know you cannot lie to me. So, they do say the truth will set you free. I don't see how it can be stupid if it's making you this upset. If somebody has done something, Oh, you poor thing. You could have woken me up. Please, it's not any trouble. That's what I'm here for, is it not? To be a source of leadership, yes, but comfort. You want to be able to tell me anything. How long have you been having these nightmares? What is it you're afraid of? If they're caused by anything real, stress, whatever. I don't want forgive me if I'm being presumptuous, but if this is anything to do with us, I don't want you worried about me showing favoritism or anything. I think it is okay for all of us to be a little selfish at times. It doesn't do any harm. People should want things for themselves. There's no crime, as long as you're not going too far with it. But if it is something else, I do hope you know that even if it doesn't feel like it, support is out there for you. And of course, if the nightmare was something completely not related to anything in this reality, like, I don't know, some sort of monster chasing you, dream tentacles, just the sort of things that, like, everybody dreams about, right? Point being that I'm sorry that it is distressing you. Sadly, I do not know exactly what can be done. Some people seem to think that if your life is no stress, then you will not have bad dreams, but brains are weird. So, the unpredictability of life, I think, is fun, but it perhaps has some of its downsides. But pinpointing the reason for the dream, telling me all the details, may not make you feel any better. But with time, it will feel less real. And with time, you may completely forget every single event that happened in the dream. And, whatever the case, you are more than welcome to wake me up. Or, if you are sleeping in your own bed, come knocking at my door. And I'll take you into my arms and soothe you. You can confide in me. And if worst comes to worst, we could always pray. I do pray for you, But I prefer not to leave all action up to somebody else. I feel like if I were simply to pray, that you felt better without myself actually helping. What is point? Prayer is not some excuse for us to be lazy. No. It is an addition for me. I will do everything in my power to have you comfortable. I'm here for you. Such a sweet thing. I think that looks right. What do you think? Do I look ready? Caro, you can't stay in bed all day. We have a show to do. Tesoro? Come on, it's not like you to lounge about, not be ready for the ritual. I certainly understand wanting to stay in bed. I could certainly give you a few reasons to be bedbound. If you get up, don't groan at me. Or do. It is quite a pleasant sound. Are you teasing me? Is that what this is? You want me to come and drag you out of the bed? Not sure I'm that physically strong, but one can try. I can at least rip the covers off you. Don't underestimate me. Little Ghoul. Caro. You don't look so good. I mean, not to say, you always look gorgeous. I just mean this. You take my gloves off. Let me feel your head. Not terribly warm, but perhaps a little. You certainly don't look, well, you look a little flushed, as much as I would love to imagine that that's purely because of my presence. I wouldn't have teased you for not getting out of bed if I'd known you weren't feeling well. What hurts? It clearly is something. You haven't even managed to get out of bed. No, I'm not letting you get up. I want you to answer my question. Amore, what hurts? Your head. You could have a migraine. Ghouls can get sick too. I hope there's not a bug going around. I'm going to get you some water, okay? Just stay there. Here. Put that there. Whatever this is, you probably should stay hydrated. I wish you'd said something. Well, I understand if you thought it would pass, but it's clearly not, so... No. Do not worry about it. Do the show? I don't think so, Caro. No, Swiss can cover, it's fine. You are staying in here. I can get you more blankets if you're feeling cold. If you're unsure about the condition of your stomach, well, we have runners. They could get something, or if you don't feel able to call room service, I could. If there's anything you think that plainer food that you want to risk trying. But you definitely need to be drinking water. It's not... Darling, you're not... Per favore. Shh. Let me talk. You are staying here in bed. You're not going out on stage. I'll make sure you're taken care of. I would stay with you if I could. They're sort of expecting me. I don't exactly have an understudy. No. So, for as long as I can, I'll stay here, and I can tell someone to keep checking on you every half hour. 20 minutes? 10? Whatever. If you'd like. Oh, I sort of might anyway, just have someone knock on the door every once in a while, make sure you're, conscious. And, the ritual will be fine. I'm just worried about you. I'm sure it's nothing serious. Still, I suppose I've not dealt with you being sick before. Like this, sudden something is wrong. Don't you worry about spreading it to anyone else. We're all in the same tour bus van thing, so it's sort of impossible for, stuff to not get spread. There's nothing we can do about that. But what we can do is look after you. And as soon as the show's over, I'll come straight to you, okay? Poor thing. How long do we have before that? Let's see. I've got a little bit of time together before I need to get out of here. I'll just let Swiss know that they need to fill in, do a little extra work. You know Swiss. Of course he knows what to do. He could probably have a go at trying my part of the act if he wanted. Wouldn't that be a sight? I don't think I've ever heard him sing. I don't know if they can. Interesting idea. Okay. That's sorted. It's not your fault you didn't ask to get sick, okay? We'll all get on fine without you. That perhaps didn't sound as comforting as I meant. What I mean is, I don't mean to sound like you're not needed for the show. Of course you are. But also, we'll be fine. But we will miss you. and will be glad for your return when you come back. I didn't mean to make it sound like we don't need you, like you're not wanted. That wasn't... you know what I meant, I hope. You're not replaceable, you know? Not to me, anyway. Even if you couldn't go on stage anymore ever again, I'd still want you around. You should know that by now. That Swiss is texting back. No, that's not... I might have to go over there and supervise. Will you be alright if I leave you? As I say, I'll have someone check in, and I'll come over again as soon as I can. I'll keep my... well... probably unprofessional to bring the phone on stage. Still, I'll have things brought to you. I don't like leaving you like this, but duty calls, and as you say, doesn't seem serious. But if it gets worse, you have all the contacts you need, you know. And plenty of people working. The venue's not far, someone can easily come over, and there's hotel staff, and, you know. I could ask one of the sisters to stay here with you, or if you'd prefer the privacy, I could have her stay in her own room, and just be a phone call away. Alright. I probably shouldn't kiss you. One on the forehead is not going to make me sick. Come here. Alright. Rest up. We'll all be thinking of you. I'll be back before you know it. Okay? I will try not to break a leg. I'll be back soon. Arrivederci. Pretty good show, eh? They seem quite enticed with you. Well, yes, maybe because I was paying so much attention, so what if it's my fault? They should appreciate you. Besides, I think you enjoy me flirting with you on stage. No? I mean, if it does genuinely make you uncomfortable, I won't do it anymore. But, who is that? I don't recognize them from the crew. Ah, yes, hello? Can I help you? Ah, well, many thanks, grazie. We aim to please. You don't work here, do you? You do know you're not allowed back here. I'm not trying to be rude. Just, it's best we all stick to the rules. For everybody's safety. As fun as a little danger can be. No, Can you get security? What? No, Caro. What just happened? I think I'm swooning. I think I'm actually experiencing swooning. That must be what this feeling is. I didn't know you had that in you. Yes, I'm fine, whatever. They didn't touch me. I didn't get a chance to. What with you, my knight in shining armor, pulling me in by the waist, getting in front of me, growling at them, scaring them off. I'd recommend you for the security detail. Apart from it would mean I wouldn't get to see you as much. I adore having you up on stage. I'm far too talented to not be up there. Caso. Oh, I don't have time to be upset about that. I mean, we absolutely should talk to security. I don't know how that ended up happening, but I'm much more pleased. I mean, I shouldn't be glad that it happened, but to find out that you've got a protective streak in you. You really like me that much? My Ghoul. My favorite. I want to pull that mask off you. But we're not in private. We could be, though. Sneak off to the hotel. They don't need us. Fine, we'll make the report about them getting in, and then we'll go back to the hotel. Wonderful. Perhaps I'll go make the report. You wait for me. You just seem still a little hot-headed. Of course I'm not mad. You, one, protected me, which I would be thankful for regardless of who you are. But it coming from you, well... It's opening up so many possibilities in my mind. Well, I just sort of had this idea that, we would work in a way that is me being the more... should I say... dominant one. But... I'm all for switching things up if it turns out you have the want to. And It feels nice to know that. Well, I am Papa. I have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of people to tend to. But I don't mind if you're a little possessive. Perhaps you shouldn't be, and perhaps I shouldn't let you. But I enjoy it. Feeling wanted by you. So who cares if it's inappropriate? I'm Papa. No, I get to make the rules. Or bend them. I'll go find someone. You wait here for me. Good bed. We all ready to go? Did something happen while I was away? No? Then what is the matter? Because you seemed fine when I left. Are you reaching for me? Terzo, you're shaking. You grab me, cling to me if that's what you need. I don't mind. My body is yours to use however you wish. In every sense. Oh. Okay, this works too. I'm fine with hugs. You are clinging quite tight. Not a complaint. Curling around me. Poor thing. What's the matter, eh? Oh. The adrenaline is wearing off, and now you're realizing the actual danger I could have been in. But there wasn't any danger, because you were there. And I've no doubt you could have ripped them to shreds. Literally. If you'd wanted to. I wouldn't have minded. Don't control yourself for my sake. I'm okay. While it is sweet that you are worried about me, I don't want you to actually be upset. I'm not glad that you're upset. I talked to the head of security. It shouldn't ever happen again. And as I say, you now have my permission to rip their throat out if you want. I'm okay. We're both okay. Oh dear. Nothing bad's going to happen to either of us. Not as long as we have each other. If all you want, once we get back to the hotel, is for us to have a good old cuddle session. And I do mean actually cuddling, not my version of cuddling. Then that's what we'll do. Caro, I am more than happy to just sit with you, to spend an evening with you without having sex. Does that surprise you? I know my reputation precedes me, but I would hope it would be clear by now that I'm not only with you for your, well, for the fun that we have. I meant it. You're my favorite. Thank you for protecting me. And you say, prego. Good. Now, we're both fine, and we're both going to be fine. So, shall we retire back to the hotel? See? Good. I do adore you, you know. I'm going to have a much harder time containing myself around you now, knowing that you have that sort of energy lurking beneath the surface. You know what I'm like. It's going to be hard not to purposely try and rile you up on stage. And then, of course, lie and say it was totally accidental. I didn't know what I was doing. And you won't believe me for a second. No one's looking. Could I push this up enough to get access to your lovely little lips? Terzo, are you ready to go? Are you alright in there? I'm going to come in, okay? Sorry for not waiting for an answer, but you sounded distressed. Well, you don't seem exactly fine. Talk to me. Por favor. Please. Look, if you are nervous about the going out, we don't have to. Who cares how long I've been planning it? As much as I like showing you off when I take you out for dinner, we don't have to. You know that. We can stay in here if you're feeling anxious, tired. It's not that. Then will you please tell me what is wrong? Let Papa help you. What? Why do I say things like that I am showing you off? Well, I am. Am I not? And people should be jealous that I get to have you hanging onto my arm. And, perhaps a little vice versa. What do you mean, why? Why what? Why would I be happy to show you off? Mi amor. I understand now. Can I take your hands? Sweet thing. My dear little ghoul. I wish you'd just told me if you were feeling insecure. It would not be bothering me. I've confided in you about my own insecurities. And while mostly they do not revolve around my looks, they can. I mean, I've been growing a little around the stomach and, well, I'm not getting any younger. But I know these features on another person. I would find them attractive. So, I am a hypocrite. I feel like whatever features you do not like in yourself, would you call somebody else unattractive or ugly if they had those same features? No, of course not. And yet we do it to ourselves. I'm not going to tell you off for saying things or thinking these things. It's not going to help. You're not a bad person for having body image insecurities. See? You're not the first one to have them, and you won't be the last. You're not a bad person for thinking of yourself badly. And just because you may not love yourself or love the way that you look, does not mean that other people cannot love you. That whole expression really pisses me off. The idea that what? You have to love yourself first before somebody else can love you. Or that you have to find yourself, beautiful before anyone else, blah, 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 is stupid. The people who do not love themselves need the reminder that they are loved by others. Those who do not think that they are attractive need the reminder that they are beautiful. Inside and outside. I'm not going to tell you that what is inside counts more, even though it does when it comes to, relationships, blah, blah, Because of course I love what is inside of you, and if you were incredibly attractive, but, for lack of a better word, a douchebag, then I would want nothing to do with you. See? But sadly, the world we live in does sort of prioritize looks and pushes a lot of unhealthy but also impossible standards. And I would hope that here in the church you do not feel that pressure. I mean, perhaps from yourself and the outside the world, but hopefully we have not put that pressure onto you. It's probably going to sound cheesy, but it is true. The beauty means something different to everybody. I personally think many body types are beautiful. If my history is anything to go by. But it's true, see? Whatever the color, length of your hair, whatever whether short, taller. You say it does not take a lot to be taller than me. Well, somebody is feeling a little bit better. Perhaps I shall not continue speaking. I cannot say no to you. Where was I? See, whatever body shape, size, weight, curvy or not, or packing heat, as they say, or not. What is what people use when you have the big thickness? Well, at least saying that got a laugh out of you. And the ghouls come in even more different shapes and sizes, different features and horns and pointed ears, tails and fangs. It's very enticing. Perhaps not to you, but I don't know. For myself, there is something, shall we say, intriguing about the danger, the inhumanness. I won't force you to turn around and look into the mirror if it's going to make you uncomfortable, but if you could see yourself how I see you, even if you do not believe that you are beautiful, that you are handsome, do you at least believe that I would not lie to you? Thank you. Then will you believe that I find you beautiful? And we can start there. And in time, hopefully, we can work on building up your confidence. And in time, perhaps not all the time, probably not 100% of the time. I do not think anybody is confident in their own appearance 100% of the time, no matter how confident they appear. But we can work on getting you to a point where at least some of the time you go, damn, when you look in the mirror. And some of that can come through experimenting with fashion, clothing, makeup, Some of it is the way you carry yourself. I find that a lot of people who exude confidence, people tend to find them more attractive. There's just something about the way one walks or carries themselves. It can make you look like a completely different person. But even if you were the shyest, meekest little mouse, I would find you handsome all the same. Beautiful, gorgeous, all the same. And please believe that I find you attractive. And I have good taste, so even if you do not see it, please don't doubt that I adore you. And if you ever want a makeover, you know who to call. I am more than happy to offer my services. But, perhaps, to start, believe me, and, I know it is hard. Try not to say negative things about yourself. If you catch yourself thinking them, try and distract yourself from them. Try not to linger on them. I know it's hard. I know. And I'm not going to be upset if I catch you being upset, I'm not going to get mad if you say that you don't feel like you look attractive in an outfit you've picked out or whatever. I'm not going to get mad at you for it. It breaks my heart a little. The idea that perhaps other people in your life before me have told you such things or made you feel a certain way. But frankly, if I catch anybody making rude comments about your appearance, I'll just sicko mega on them. He'd be happy to. We all care about you. Want to see you happy. And think that you're hot as fuck, but I say it in a silly way, but it's true. One day I hope will help you see that. But until you do, we're all going to be here to remind you. Okay. Do you still want to go out, or? I would love to help you pick something you'd feel comfortable wearing. Never feel pressure to wear something you are not comfortable in, even if, there is garment that you have saved up for, or you thought would be your favorite, but you're just not feeling it, or you think it is showing too much skin, or doing the opposite and covering up too much, or hanging weird, or baggy in the wrong places, whatever. I would be more than happy to help you find something you feel comfortable wearing. And wearing things that are not skin tight does not make it a less attractive outfit. Okay? And I'm sure you've got things that will still match with what I'm wearing. Of course we have to try and match. What do you take me for? Okay. And if you get uncomfortable, we can leave. But I hope we'll find something you like. I'll compliment you all the way there. I'll keep my hand on you if that would help. In your hands, where else were you thinking I would put them? We'll go out. We will eat delicious food. All of your favorites. Then we'll come back. I could help you undress out of all of this. And if you felt that you needed any further reminders of how beautiful I find you, well, I'd be happy to remind you how beautiful you are. All night long. But for now, let's find you something to wear. See? See? Prego, tesoro. I'd do anything for you. There you are. Another good show. You did good today. And then again, you always do. Tesoro. Okay, you seem sort of quiet. You're not still worried about the little tumble I took, are you? Okay, it was more than little, but I've taken worse falls from the stage than that. I'm fine. Is it not that? I know our schedule's been pretty packed lately, and I suppose I haven't had as much free time for you as I would usually like to. Do you miss me? Oh, hey. I was teasing, but also I suppose I should ask it seriously. Is it that? Do you miss me? Again, you're not exactly nodding or shaking your head. Can you talk to me? Hey, Papa can't help if he doesn't know what is wrong. overwhelmed. See, I do understand that, the whole, the rituals can be pretty loud and bright. There's a lot of people and gets ever so hot on that stage. And you do it very well. But, I know those environments can be overwhelming even to the, what is one? Not stronger, no, it's not weak to get overwhelmed by that. That's people who do not have sensory issues. See? I don't have those issues, and even for me, it gets a lot up there. Especially, not fearing whether or not I'm going to sweat all of the face paint off. Well, the layers of clothes, the robes, the gloves, as much as they are, key part of the aesthetic. And, I like to look good. They're not exactly the most breathable. I've had half the mind to go up on stage in that robe with nothing else underneath. I mean, it's not like they wouldn't know. It gets so hot up there. The point is, even I can feel, overwhelmed at times being up there, so I can imagine it's only worse for you. Why don't you let me take you back to the hotel? We could relax, or try to, in whichever way you would like. I didn't expect you to refuse. You're sure? I don't want you to be on your own if you're upset. God, it's not bothering me. I'm offering. It doesn't have to be intimate, I can. Contrary to popular belief, I do know how to spend time with people without getting my dick out, okay? I'd like to be good at comforting. See? If you would let me try. Well, how do you know I won't want to do whatever it is you want unless you tell me what it is that you want? Oh? And why didn't you tell me sooner? Or that you experience going small. It is not unheard of, of a ghoul to regress. Look, I know what sister says, but frankly, she's talking out of her ass. Don't tell her I said that. Point is, the things she tries to say about ghouls not being as feeling as humans, that what? There's some sort of robot or what? That you cannot make real legitimate connections, that you can't love, that you can't experience things that the humans experience. Yes, you can. You're as much of a person as any of us down here. Up here, I suppose. I believe you. If you say that you regress, if that is what you feel like is happening, then that's what's happening. I would like to pride myself on taking care of my ghouls and hopefully teaching them even if in secret. You all are important. You all have legitimate feelings and emotions, and I'd care about each of you. All of you. And you're not the only ghoul, who feels. This isn't for anybody else's ears, okay? Secondo caught Leg having a panic attack once. You know what he did? He validated his feelings, and he comforted him. Tried to make sure he was okay, reassured him that his feelings weren't real, and that it was okay for a ghoul to experience such things. Does that surprise you? A big, grumpy, scary Secondo could be comforting. He's more than the front that he puts up, We were incredibly close growing up. We are. I try to annoy him whenever I can. Not with being so close in age, His primo is centuries older than the both of us. Don't tell him I said that. But if even he can realize the true reality of what ghouls are, and you're not just some sort of mindless little beasts, surely you must realize I can too, and that you are not alone. Plenty of other ghouls have had troubles and quirks and emotional moments and different likes and dislikes and all sorts of things. You're not the first and you won't be the last ghoul to feel things. Now, I cannot speak as to whether any of them regress, and if I did know that, I couldn't tell you. That would be sort of a breach of their privacy. But just so you know, if you ever wanted to, you could tell them. They would accept you. They already do. Now, will you let me take you back to the hotel? I'm going to stay with you. You can get as small as you need, okay? Okay, let's go. Shh, you just stay by my side. Don't worry about them. Here we are. Right. First thing, I want you to be comfortable, so take off what you need. Take off the mask if that would help. We'll keep it on if that comforts you more, okay? Let me help. Let Papa help. Now, go. Little ones can't be doing everything for themselves, can they? That's why I'm here. To help take care of you. So that you can regress and relax. See? So. Yeah, shoes off. Because we're getting into bed, of course. Go. Come on. I think it's nap time for someone. Or even if you cannot fall asleep. Rest time, then. And if you would like, stack the pillows up. If you would like, I could call room service. Get some food brought up. You could always nap, and then when you wake up, there is food here waiting. Poor thing, you should have told me sooner. No, and I'm not mad that you didn't, okay? Don't get that in your head. I just mean, you look so sweet like this. It's a shame I didn't get to have you like this sooner. I hope you know this is not a bother for me, and if you wanted to tell your fellow ghouls or even any of my brothers about this, that's fine. I don't mind. This is a comfort for you, and if I'm ever not around, busy, whatever, and you need a caregiver, I hope you know you've got plenty of people who care about you, who you can turn to. You don't have to be in a relationship with somebody to have them as caregiver. Be a friend, anyone. Can you imagine how sweet some of the other ghouls would be as caregivers? I bet Mountain would make you feel really, really small. No, I think they'd be far too excitable, but perhaps it would be fun. Perhaps you could have like a play date with them. I don't know if they'd regress or not, but you can always ask, and you don't have to tell any of them, okay? I won't tell anybody for you, and I'm not telling you should tell anyone else, okay? If you just want it to be me, that's okay. Sweet, everything's okay. Papa's right here. He's not going to let anything stress you out anymore. The rest of the day, we're just going to relax. No more worries or anxieties. No interruptions, no. If anyone tries to call or text, I'm going to tell them I am far too busy doing something very important right now. No, but see, you are important to me. Far more important than work. And though it would get me in trouble if I said this with anybody else around, you're more important to me than the church. I know. I'd get in serious trouble if sister knew. My father knew. But I've never been the best at following rules. I care about you so much. If even they try to hurt you or try to fire you know, send you back to hell. No. I wouldn't let even them hurt you. Shh, don't. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought up things like that. I don't mean to stress you out. Nothing like that is going to happen anyway. We're fine. You're fine. You're safe. You're safe. Mi piccolo demone. Is this what you are, is it not? My tiny little ghoul. My little demon. So sweet for your papa. If we were home, I would cook up whatever food you wanted. Well, yes, I cook for you a lot anyway, but shh, that's not the point. Anything that you, I don't know. I know you didn't exactly have a childhood, so if there's anything you've seen, you know, a meal that you think is sort of childish. Like a little dessert or snack food, or if you want to indulge in ordering the worst fast food out there, we can indulge in that. Though I would prefer to cook for you. We can explore whatever little things. And it doesn't have to be the same sort of stuff that a human child would be into. I don't know what you'd be into. And we can figure that out together. Teach you about children's cartoons, picture books, activities like coloring books or toys, whatever. We could keep a secret stash of them in my room if you worried the other ghouls might find them. But like I said, they wouldn't judge you. I happen to know that Ifrit has a stuffed animal collection. I know, not what you would expect from a fire ghoul. Also the stereotype goes. Because that's all they are. Who's to say that a fire ghoul cannot enjoy soft things? These ideas that Sister tells all of us. Well, it is true that the elements that you all are do have some sort of sway a little over some aspects of your personality, but not all. I mean, see, typically fire ghouls tend to be more confident, extroverted, brash, and water ghouls tend to be calmer, more introverted. However, does fire and water not come in many forms? There are campfires and hearths, cozy little fires to warm your home. There would be a ghoul of that. And water. What about thunderstorms? Hailstorms? Tsunamis? Water can be just as violent as fire. Don't let anyone feel like you have to live up to some sort of box. some sort of stereotype, You can be a big, bad, scary demon who regresses and enjoys being taken care of by their papa. Since their papa very much loves taking care of you. Or is that a yawn? Don't you make me do. Those things are contagious, You can fall asleep in my arms if you need to. If not, that's fine. But I think I am going to order a room service. And they do. I see. Hang on. Pretty sure I saw when I was looking earlier. They do children's meals. We don't have to tell them that it's an adult who's going to be eating them. If you would like to try one. Okay. Then, what number is it? Okay. I will call them. You relax. If you don't fall asleep, that's fine. But if you do, I will wake you when the food gets here. I don't know about you, I'm starving after bouncing around on that stage for hours. Yes, and falling off it. Cheeky. Oh, before you doze off, pick out what drink you want. Pick anything you want. But no, no alcohol. I don't think it would be responsible to let you have alcohol while you're regressed. So, you're small. The babies don't drink alcohol. Don't even try it. Good choice. You get comfortable. Leave everything to me. My sweet little Ghoul. Grazie. Well, perhaps I could take. Te sento, amor. I think we will have to take a, what's the word? A rain check. See? You go on ahead. We may join you later, or, another time. Go have fun. Alpha. Keep an eye on them. Don't let them get into too much trouble. That's it. So, what was all that about? Stopping me from going to the after party? Did you want me all to yourself tonight? See? What do you mean not like that? How else is there that you want me? You think I deserve some rest? Amor, I'm not getting that old. Don't raise your eyebrow at me. No, I know you're doing that under the mask. Okay, so I do not act my age. I am fine. I appreciate the concern. Do you know, it's not as if I was avoiding sleep or anything like that. That's not what you meant. Perhaps you could explain yourself then. You... Oh. Well, that's really quite sweet. Do you want to pamper little old me? Not that I'm old. You want to take care of me? Oh, that's, right, no, you haven't made me uncomfortable. I'm just not used to, people wanting sex, not too unusual for me, but, I'm still sort of getting used to this new, novelty from you, that you want me, and want to do everything with me, not just sex. Okay. Sure, I don't know how well I will be at receiving care, but I try, yes? Okay. Are you going to carry me to my room? No, I wasn't being silly. No, I wasn't. Goodness. Shall we, then? You can take my arm if you'd like. So, this, it really won't be boring for you. Okay, if you say so. Don't reverse it on me. See, I understand if this was reversed and I was looking after you, I wouldn't get bored. It's just, I'm not used to it being the other way around. Ah, wait. Oh, after me. You're becoming quite charming, you know that. So, what is first step of me being pampered? Want my coat? Okay. And really? How much of it do you want me to take off? Fine, no fun. You just want sort of the top half off so that you can... You want to wipe off the makeup and the paint. And you need to be able to get down my neck. Not sure. Not used to anybody else doing that for me. Should I can... Better. There? Okay, I can sit down. My makeup wipes are... Oh. Okay, you know where they are. No, I suppose we've been doing this a while. Do I just try and sit still, I suppose? That is not my specialty. But I will try. Close my eyes. Okay. You'll have to go through a lot of them, you know. They make us cake this stuff. No, you're not hurting me. You could never. My gentle little Ghoul. My lips. See, I can open my mouth. Well, I know you told me to keep my eyes closed, but I couldn't help it. Doesn't make you uncomfortable, does it? To have me stare at you. All your fingers are almost in my mouth. Well, I can't help it. Ugh, I always hate how it feels after taking it off. Is my chapstick in there? Please. Better. Grazie. So, what do I do now? The rest of my clothes. I thought you said we weren't having fun. You want me to leave underwear on? Fine. We do what you want, since you're going to all this trouble. And then what do I do once everything's off? You want to check me out? But I thought you... Oh, over. You want to check me over. For what? Marks that you left since last time? Oh, bruises. From... It wasn't that bad of a fall. Well, this time I didn't land in the pit, so that's better than the previous falls have been. No, we do not need to put a railing around the stage. Don't. Primo actually suggested, what they call it, baby gate. Worst thing is he wasn't being sarcastic, he was genuinely trying to be helpful. Secondo just left. I'm not that clumsy. I couldn't remember not to walk that close to edge of stage, and also this time I didn't fall off edge of stage. Who puts hole in the middle of stage? Wasn't my fault this time, see? Stage was broken. His second wants to sue. No, well, somebody filmed it and told he is going around. He already saw it. He has been texting. In, you know, his own protective sort of way. I know that's what it is. He puts on this big scary face, but he's always been looking out for me since we were little. Well, Primo was off being, prepared, is that the right word? To be, Papa. Even from young age, he was the heir. And so, myself and Secondo, we weren't really paid all that much attention to. We're pretty close in age. Primo's quite a bit older than the both of us, so I don't know. But yes, suffice to say, I will be glad to not be in this venue anymore. I don't know if I'm bothered about sewing them. I'm fine. Yes, that is what you want to check. Okay. Have at me then. I didn't make a noise. Well, if you poke it like that. You want me to what? Well, I'm not going to say no until you get your hands on me. Fine. Rub into my skin, whatever you must. I'll just lay down on my stomach. Stretch out a little bit. Are you sure I can't tempt you? Okay. Sorry. I don't wish to make you uncomfortable if you're really not in mood. I'll stop. Okay. Well, that's actually surprisingly nice. You're really good with your hands, you know that. No, that wasn't flirting. That was me actually complimenting that you can give a good massage. Not everything has to be flirt just because it's coming out of my mouth. Oh, you done playing those? Well, then what happens now? You join me? Well, I can't say no to that. Get in here then. And you are. How lucky I am to have somebody so attentive with me. I don't want to fall asleep though. I mean, if you want a nap, you're welcome to, but I want food. Sounds good, right? Where is phone? I don't know what takeout is nearby. I do not want to order from the hotel menu. No. Well, it didn't look amazing. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure it's perfectly fine fancy food, but sometimes you don't want fancy food. Sometimes you want to eat garbage. I want to eat garbage right now. Even though this is supposed to be pampering, and you may argue that I should then have something better, but I'm going to argue that if you want to spoil me and treat me tonight, that I'm allowed to eat whatever I would like. Wonderful, then. But I suppose we can lay here for a little bit. Might be a bit more sore than I thought. Though you've done a wonderful job at trying to fix that. Perhaps we should have you play nurse more often. I didn't know you were this good at it. What are you doing? I just said I couldn't reach for my phone. Why are you reaching for yours? What are you doing? When it looks like you're typing. Secondo. Why? Are you giving him the full rundown of the situation? Reporting in... Oh no, you're going to team up. Take down the awful stage manager or whoever did not check that the plank tile, whatever called, was not properly nailed down onto stage. Well, I feel quite spoiled having two people getting protective over me. No, I won't stop you. It's surprisingly sweet. To realize I have another person looking out for me. Grazie, amore. It's fine. Enter. Oh, Caro, it's you. Didn't expect to be seeing you here. You don't normally come wandering around the dressing rooms before a ritual. Shouldn't you be preparing your instrument? You okay? If something happened and you want a place to hide, I mean, you know, of course, me saying it is not usual for you to come in here doesn't mean it is not wanted. It's always a pleasure to be in your company. Merely, I cannot give you, well, I don't exactly know the reason you came in here, but if you were hoping for a little, you know, I'm afraid I will have to turn you down. I have to be on stage in 15 minutes. Is that it? Goodness. I'm just touching up my paint. I feel like it's smudging. Well, if you want to help, be my guest. But you did not come in here to help me put on my face. What's wrong? But see, I can tell when always something is wrong with you. I'm your papa, am I not? 'Tis my responsibility. And as your lover, shall we say, if that is okay term to use. Even more so. So, what's on your mind? Me? Flatterer. You're being serious, eh? Have I done something wrong? Okay. Good, then perhaps put that down. Perhaps deep breath, see? And tell me whatever it is that you came in here to tell me. See, we have been spending time together for a while now. So you thought, you've been thinking, you want that to change. Perhaps no, this could have waited until after the ritual. Okay, I'm not sure that breaking up with me right before I'm supposed to go and stay. You're not trying to break up with me. You're trying to do the opposite. You love me. No, I'm not uncomfortable. Just put all of this paint on and look at me. I'm going to cry it off. I've told you about that I am not unused to people being attracted to me, but they sort of just want me as a notch on their bedpost, is term, I think. They want to have a little fling, a little fun, and they never really stay the night. No one ever really wants to be with me beyond a little adventure in the bedroom. And then there was you, and you've had many an adventure in my bedroom with me. And I suppose I had hoped. I felt as if we were something more, but I didn't voice it out of fear that you would leave. That you didn't want me as much as I wanted you. Take off the mask, mi demone. I want to see you. There you are. Sweet thing. And you mean it? You couldn't keep it in any longer. I do not know what would happen if the others found out. No, not the other ghouls. I'm sure they would, I hope, be happy for you. I meant the clergy. Sister. Him. Probably not so happy. But Kondo says I should stop trying to be as much of a people pleaser. Stop trying to gain their approval. Which is a little hypocritical because as much as he says he's given up, I know he still wants father to. Well, I think he is right. He usually is. I should have something for myself for once. Not think about what is best for the church, for the ghost project. This is what you want. If I'm what you want, I would give myself to you. Over and over. You deserve anything that you want. Caro, I am not saying this because I feel as though you deserve me to love you back, as if I'm saying that because I think that I have to. I'm saying it because I love you too. Te amo. Mi tesoro. I've been holding that in for some time myself. Didn't want to scare you off. But if you feel the same, then would you bend down? Tell me honestly. How smudged is my paint now? Because I think now we have so 3-4 minutes maybe to be on the stage. Well, if you'll help me touch myself back up. Given it was because of you, I started weeping a little. I'm not that much, I wasn't crying. And if you want to touch anything Tesoro, are you ready for the ritual? Tesoro. Unless you tell me you don't want me to come in, I'm going to come in. Yeah. Better not to fall asleep in here. Oh, sit down. Hey. It's only me. It's only your papa. Why are you down on the floor? Okay. You don't have to tell me. It's okay. You're okay. Can I sit with you? I would like to. Good. What's going on? Well, you're clearly not fine, so you might as well tell me. Because, you know I'm going to get it out of you eventually. Nobody can resist this face. That normally would get a laugh out of you. Okay, please. You do not need to apologize. And if you would like to tell me the reason for you being upset, you can. But you don't have to, and sometimes we are upset for no reason at all. See? It is okay if it is that. Oh, hey. Breathe, Caro. Hey, look at me. Or if that is too difficult, can you at least listen to me? If eye contact is too much. Grazie. Can I hold your hand? Here. Take the gloves off. Here. You can squeeze them as hard as you need. But I would like it if you would let me do the squeezing. Because I want you to breathe with me, see? You can listen. I know you can. And when we breathe in, I'm going to squeeze your hands. Or if you'd like, you can squeeze mine back. See? And then stop squeezing as you breathe out. I do not know if the counting helps you, or you will find it annoying, but I don't know. I will not lie, I have had the occasional panic attack, and if this is what this is, I don't want you to think I'm assuming, but Kondo, he tried a lot to calm me down in private. Sort of our little secret, I suppose. I didn't want everybody else knowing that I was struggling, and he didn't want everyone else knowing how soft he is on the inside. So, don't tell him I said that. Okay, we're going to breathe together, okay? I'm already rambling too much, so, yeah. Hands. And I breathe in, I'm going to squeeze them. Or you could clasp your own together and squeeze your own. As a sort of grounding thing? No? Okay. So, people have different numbers they use. I find 123 to 123 works well for me. Maybe it is the romantic waltzer in me, who knows? So, breathe in. 2, 3. Hold it. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. Squeezing. 2, 3. My hands. 2, 3. When you breathe in. 2, 3. And 2, 3. Letting go. 2, 3. When you breathe out. In. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. And out. That's it. Don't want you hyperventilating. You keep breathing for me, okay? And if you would like to tell me if anything in particular caused this, you know you can. I'm always here to listen. But if you cannot pinpoint what exactly caused all of this, that's okay. I mean, it could be multiple things, you know. World is stressful, especially right now, so it is understandable if lots of little things pile up and feel like too much, and, or a couple big things happen, you know. You're going to be okay. Well, I have to believe it. Or at least I have to keep saying it. What's the alternative? Giving up? That just lets whoever you are, whoever it is, who has made you feel upset, panicked, worried, uncomfortable. Giving up is sort of letting them win. And I want to be clear, you taking some sort of break, nap, feeling overcome with depression is not giving up, okay? You are fighting just by surviving. Just by waking up. You do not have to make yourself do all sorts of things. You are not a coward. If you feel unable to go outside or go to work, and you're not a coward. If you cannot do the ritual tonight, no, shh, you do not have to go out on that stage. Shh. Listen to me. If instead of concert this was some sort of karaoke night, or we were going out, maybe with the other ghouls, for some sort of activity, bowling night, whatever, and you felt like this, would you want to come? Or would you tell us that you need some rest? Well, okay, regardless of if you felt confident enough to say it, would you want to rest? See, and you understand that all of us care about you. And we want you to take care of yourself. And we want to help take care of you. And we cannot help if we do not know how you are feeling. And if you are not up to something, does not make us hate you. It makes us proud that you were able to tell us the truth about how you are feeling and what you are comfortable with. See? So, do you honestly feel like you will be able to do the ritual? Be on that stage with the bright hot lights and air and crowd and concentrate on playing every song correctly. Be able to react to unpredictable things if something goes wrong, or if one of the other ghouls or myself interacts with you on the stage. Or if a fan gets too rowdy, or just overexcited and starts screaming your name because you're so amazing. Do you honestly think you're up to doing all of that? Or do you think you will spend the entire time on stage trying very hard to focus and not cry? Because I don't want you going up there if you're going to be fighting back tears the entire time. No, see, so I think that you're going to stay here. No, shh. You're going to stay here. You can mingle with the crew if you want. You can video call anyone back home. Any of the other ghouls, or siblings of sin, whatever, friends, family, you know. I do not know if you want to be on your own, but if you do, may I suggest trying not to wallow and sit in this and maybe try put on some music, video, something to try cheer you up, or at very least distract you. Oh, do not worry about that. We'll get Cowbell to cover your part there. Why else do we bother keeping him around unless he can basically understudy? I mean, don't get me wrong, the cowbell is a very important instrument to the one song that he appears in, but no, he's covered for others before. And rest assured he can keep his cowbell on him and still perform his regular duties. Or, if that proves too complex, if he has to be playing your part at the same time, I could be in charge of the cowbell. It'll be fine. Ghouls have covered for each other before. Nobody will be ashamed of you. Remember when Alpha injured his shoulder and Delta took over his part for a bit? This is not different just because it is not physical injury. Well, I'm putting my foot down. You're not going out on that stage. And you're not weak or a coward for not wanting to or not feeling able to. Nor if this was anything else, if you didn't want to go to a social gathering or other work or whatever it is. It's okay to take care of yourself. Wanting to stay inside and rest or be ignorant or whatever. Sometimes that is something you need to do. Because I do not think a human brain or ghoul brain was made with this much global stress in mind. The ability to see news and things from all over the world, and every good and bad person's opinions all across social media. So, it's a lot. And I do not think you are weak for wanting a step back. Or your brain getting so much stress built up that you're physically shaking. That's all. You're not working today, okay? Okay. Grazie. You stay here, and if you find yourself wanting company, like I said, the cruise around, I'm pretty sure who's currently here that's not on stage tonight. Pretty sure Delta's hanging around. Of course, I remember who came with us. Emily, some of them wandered off to go explore the city. I think Delta's here. Mist is on stage tonight. And if Fritz should be around, if he hasn't gotten lost, please reach out to them. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to come over and have a little sleepover with you here. I don't want you thinking that you have somehow ruined the ritual and now you deserve to sit on your own, because that's not true, okay? You deserve to feel better, okay? Okay. I'm going to go, but I might tell the others to check in on you, if you don't mind. Only maybe every 30 minutes. Okay. Bravery is not going out on that stage. I think it takes more bravery to recognize and be able to admit when you aren't feeling your best. Okay, you're going to rest. I'm going to go. But I'll come right back here as soon as the ritual's over, okay? You're so strong, mi piccolo demone. Ti amo. Stay strong. I'll be back before you know it. Ah, Tesoro. There you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. You are not hiding from me, no? Come now. No hello kiss for your papa. You're not rolling your eyes at me. Very unusual. Alright, confession time. I have been looking for you everywhere because Alpha said that something happened. Not a lot of detail, but that some of the siblings would be making unpleasant comments towards you. He would not tell me what exactly. I don't know if he heard exactly what was being said, but that, whatever it was, seemed as though it was directed at you, and that you ran off. Would you like to tell me what they said? I think it is important. Because, firstly, I would like to know exactly what they said so that I can refute it. Make sure that you do not believe a single word. And because we do not tolerate bullying, harassment, and especially not any sort of bigotry in our church. So, you tell me who it was, what they said, and they'll be dealt with. You are very sweet. To want to protect them. For them to not get in too much trouble. But how would you feel if you'd caught them making comments about somebody else? Besides, I am offering to exile them. Quite lenient, really. Well, either you can tell me who it was, or, considering Alfred already has some sort of idea. If he tells the other ghouls, well, who's to say what will happen to them? That will be beyond my control. Perhaps speaking of such things is not going to help you feel any better. Forgive me, Tesoro. Mi demone. I do not like the idea of anybody being mean to you, hurting you. But I can channel that away. Because I don't think you need a version of me that is angry right now. And I'm not angry at you. So. Okay. Won't you come sit in my lap and tell me what's wrong? Yes, you can. You are not too heavy. That's not what they said, is it? Get up here. Come on. May I take off your mask? I don't care how much tears and snot are underneath it. Always beautiful to me. Yeah. There you are. What did they say? Well then, whatever it was. I cannot tell you to ignore them. I would like to, but I know that's not how things work. You cannot force your brain to ignore something. Words can be incredibly hurtful. I know I walk around as if nothing can hurt me. As if I do not get bothered by anything, as if I take everything non-seriously. But, you know, I felt insecure in my time. Really? Father was not, especially present. And when he would turn up, well, I suppose for a long while I was the baby, and I got babied, and Secondo got it a lot worse than I did. Always told he wasn't good enough, that he wasn't doing enough, that he'd never be like his father or like Primo. And then there was me. I think nobody ever even really thought I'd ever get to be Papa. Look at me compared to them. All short and soft. Not exactly the image that he wanted, even though I had the showmanship for it. But I think I proved him wrong. My era was quite different to Primo and Secondo, no? Getting more involved with the audience, with the ghouls. But I think the fans liked it, no? And I was happy to give you a lot more of the spotlight. And people should know your names too. Nameless ghouls. The idea of that was merely because the higher-ups, didn't value you enough. Thought that you should be seen and not heard. But you are a valuable part of our church and the Ghost Project. And to me. And look at me. I may be charming, no? And confident, extroverted, but I am short. I am softer around my middle than my older brothers are. A little too silly at times, perhaps, in their eyes. And perhaps a little clumsy. More than a little, my goodness. My point is, I have things that people tease me about. And if I were not Papa, if I were a brother of sin, I guarantee you I would be getting made fun of. But because I have been Papa, none of them would dare. But they'll go after you, because what they think you are less important. I will not stand for it. You are incredibly important to me. Ti amo. And your other ghouls love you too. I did not tell Alpha to do anything, or to tell anyone else. But I also did not order him to refrain from doing anything. Let them be protective over you, eh? And stop hiding out here on your own. Go be with them. And they will tell you all the exact same things that I have. That you are worth so much. That you are loved. And pretty. And doing your best. And that is all anybody can ask for. Now, do you think I can have that kiss? Grazie. Now, if you'd like, we can sit here alone for a while longer. Or we can go into the Ghoul quarters. I can stay with you. And we can all have one massive cuddle pile with you in the center. Unless that is too overwhelming. Don't worry, the second you look the slightest bit uncomfortable, Omega will bark at everybody to leave you alone. Come on, then. Let's go see our little family.